Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from round 4 of the Oricon Galactic Championship Qualifier. This is our third of 5 qualifiers leading up to our championship event in October. Today, I'm joined by my good friend, James, the politest Raptor Ritter.
I am the politest. Confirmed.
So, James, today we have Jorge Castaneda, which I expect you to pronounce it like so, versus Jason Hall. We have Scum versus Republic. It's going to be a great matchup. Great matchup.
Good.
And
be a good one.
It's a Scum list, not like anything we're really seeing out there, James. So I want you to get the opportunity to go ahead and break that down. And for everybody at home, It's time for you to choose your champion.
Yeah, pretty unique Scum list. Jorge here has Manaru, which is not a uncommon ship we've been seeing lately. Has it's only 5 points for your squad, but it has a ton of loadout. It has a ton of utility, being able to pass around green tokens to help out other ships, or just do a ton of damage with Notorious, Gar Saxon, punishing one in R5P8. And some extra utility for the team in that Contraband Cybernetics to help him turn around a little bit easier, because those Jumpmaster dials are really wonky. Another ship we don't see too often, actually, is the Lots Razi in the YV666. Real quick, I'll go ahead and read that ability, because we don't see it too often. At the start of the engagement phase, you may choose a ship at range 1 and spend a lock you have on that ship. If you do, that ship gains a Tractor token. So pretty cool being able to lock a ship, whether it's a friendly or enemy, and jam them at basically I7. Being able to, or sorry, not jam, tractor them at I7 to possibly get them into get a better shot for you, or just give them a track token to reduce their agility. So very helpful ability there. And Lots is carrying Enduring, Lando Calrissian, and the Child. So for that combo is probably going to be, you take a white Reinforce, then you get shot, then you can spend Lando to re-roll those dice instead of usually those Reinforces are pretty useless if no one is shooting you. We would take that Reinforce, then you can spend it later for some rerolls. And the support piece of this list here, we have a Gamut Key in the Hawk 290 freighter with Elusive and Protectorate Gleb, being able to do some coordinate actions out there, and to keep some circular tokens around for the, there you go. We see him Gamut, Leighton, Ashera, to keep the focus and evade. And Leighton is coming into this fight with Elusive and Heavy Laser Cannon. So very defensive build here for Leighton. Remember, after you defend or perform an attack, if the attack missed, gain an evade token. So pretty interesting coming into this fight with a focus evade, and then being able to get a Elusive reroll, and then being able to take probably a lock to get some even more mods. And to round out this list here, we have another M3A interceptor in Quinn Jest, able to recover some of those equipped upgrades, some charges on those equipped upgrades, with Elusive and the Red Tracers, so giving some locks out to some friends. So we'll see how this one goes. Looks like he's been pretty slow with Hound rolling up there in the very back, whereas all the other Republic ships has burst forward. Speaking of those Republic ships, it looks like Jason has brought a unique, or not a unique, but a twist on the current Republic archetype.
Yeah, so we have Anakin Skywalker, Patience, Elusive, R2-D2, and spare parts canister. That spare parts canister there is essentially an extra charge for R2-D2. We have Obi-Wan in the Ada with Patience, Shattering Shot, Trick Shot, and Ion Cannon. When I was talking to Duncan Howard after he won Gen Con, he did say this was a version that was being tested. Wasn't the version that he chose to go with, but it was a version that was being tested. So it does have some legs there with Patience, Shattering Shot, Trick Shot, and Ion Cannon. Contrail has dedicated R4P17, Alpha Bash, and the Proximity Mine. So watch out for the bombas there. Guaranteed damage on the Proximity Mine. And, of course, being able to modify with Bash. And then in the lat, we have Hound with C-3PO, Corky Kreese, Agile Gunner, 7th Fleet Gunner, and Synchronized Council. That's one of the standard loadouts now for Hound there, kind of with your choice on what you want to put in that mod slot. But Sync Council is a good choice there if it comes up. So there we go.
It's like a once in a tournament ability.
Yep. So. Exactly. Like I got it.
It works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How does the Choose Your Champion poll look right now?
So looking at that Choose Your Champion poll, we have 52% favorite for Jorge. I mean, that's still that's nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy right now. Still 50-50. Let's go ahead and get those votes in. If you don't know how to play Choose Your Champion, bam, there's the instructions right there on your screen. Go ahead, choose your champion. You still got 2 minutes to get it done. But we will not give you a warning when it's turning off. I know you whippersnappers like to get as much information as possible. So now, what do you think, James? Like, who do you think has the advantage in this matchup?
Oh man, coming into this fight, if Anakin's not careful, he could just get blasted by that heavy laser cannon and Lots and all that. Especially if Lots is able to get a jam token out there, or a tracker token on Anakin. That's going to be interesting. If man, it's going to be hard. If the Republic can be sneaky enough and be KG and dodge these arcs, I think they have a good bet against it. But they're going to have to be pretty sneaky with their maneuvers.
And with Lots Razi, like, I'm curious to see if that ability ends up taking hold, you know, being able to take that target lock. I know most of the time these ships are doing reinforced. You even mentioned it with the synergy with Lando. But Lots Razi does have a dangerous ability, being able to pass out that tractor token, which for Anakin specifically could be a bad day, right? Because that is the Delta 7B Anakin, which means he only has 2 agility.
Agility Anakin out there.
Watch out. Because, I mean, depending on the turn, I mean, look at that. That Anakin is going straight down the hallway here. Depending on the setup, I'd be willing to take a couple extra damage on Lots Razi to dump a tractor onto Anakin.
Ooh, Lot's Gamut gonna give a coordinate over to Quinn, and Quinn is gonna launch forward and grab that crate.
We are playing Salvage Mission. Salvage Mission, you go ahead, pick up those crates with your action, but while you have them, you are unable to boost or barrel roll, decloak, cloak, or receive a cloak token in any way, shape, or form. You also can't slam. And there you go. Lots picking up another one. So Jorge prioritizing that pickup. Right now we have a 2-to-1. There's 3-to-1 now. Contrail cannot picking up the canister. I mean, this list for Jason. I mean, you do rely on those boosts quite a bit. It can be scary to pick up that salvage.
Yeah. It's just probably like salvage is like sometimes like the worst one for aces, right? Because they don't want to pick up those crates because they can't boost their barrel roll.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Because I mean, like Anakin can grab that middle objective, but he really does not want to.
He does not. He's not interested. No, thank you. I'll pass. In this one, I think you want to kind of stop the bleeding, right? You go pick it up with Hound. Contrail, you don't love it, but it's okay. And you gotta go.
Fine. Hound wants to pick that up.
Go out and be aggressive. Try to get some points by shooting stuff.
Oof. Anakin says, no thank you.
Is he going to do it? He's debating picking it up. Oh, don't. I wouldn't do it. Nope. I know it's tempting to go 3-1.
So he dodged the heavy laser cannon from Leighton, which is good.
Uh-huh. All right, here we go. After executing a maneuver, fine-tune controls for the barrel roll to the outside. Getting some space, probably out of range 3 from Lots. Maybe out of range 3 from Manaru. Yep. So dodged range 3 from both of those ships. Scooping up a target lock now. Onto Quinjast. Ah, I see. Quinjast is the Lots Razi enabler there with the thread tracers.
Oh. Lots is gonna move late. Oh. Move Leighton up there.
Oh, so use her own target lock to tractor to set up a better shot.
Lines up that heavy laser cannon. Whoa.
Nice. Wow. Big brain over there. And that Anakin only has 2 force, so watch out there. Obi-Wan will have a shot through a rock. That'll be 2 on 5. Two on 5. This will end up being the primary. And they will remember to roll in the box. There it is. And just one hit, one focus there. Probably spend it while you can.
Yeah.
All right, he's going to hold on to it. Didn't end up mattering.
Leighton, 3 evades. It's fine. Shoot me. Oh, that's terrifying.
No shot there. And going long range to Contrail. Contrail will be a little bit easier to catch, especially the fact that it will not have repositioning due to holding on to the cargo. Spend focus for 1 hit. Got the evade. Shout out to Tim Fett. 27 months. Subscribed. And here is that heavy laser cannon. Firing the laser. Only 2 hits.
Only 2.
I remember that crit does get turned down to a hit, but hey, you did force an additional force expenditure there. So Anakin will only be at 2 at the start of next round. And the lat has no valid targets. And just a bit wide on Leighton there. We're back to dials. So nothing too crazy happened this turn, right? Nobody took any damage.
Yeah.
Everybody dodged.
They can get 3 evades.
Because, like she do. Mm-hmm. And what was that target lock that just happened?
Oh, he accidentally deleted it. It was Anakin's lock from earlier.
Got it. Uh-huh. Contrail, man. Contrail without the boost probably ends up having some trouble setting up a bombing run, right? He had no adjustments.
Yeah, if he can slip past them, might be a little bit easier.
True.
But I can see him doing like a 3 bank.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, hunkering down and hoping someone gets behind him.
Do they have a 5 forward? Is that on the dial for the...
Yeah.
Okay. So that'd be a way to get some speed if you could set yourself in lanes to do the 5 forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alternating between the 3 bank and the 5 straight.
It's like zipping around.
Yep. Wee! Woo! As we're waiting here for our next round, a reminder that this round and all of our rounds today are brought to you by our amazing patrons. You guys are the ones that make it happen. Thank you so much for your support over the years. You guys are awesome. Remember, I did note that even though there was a delay on our current prizes, or not prizes, excuse me, gifts is the correct term. Our current gifts, we are getting those out, and you should be receiving your tracking numbers in the next day or two because labels have been printed out. At least most of the labels have been printed out. Nearly $1,000 worth of shipping labels. I gotta love getting the bank alert where it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. That happens every time, James. Every time I buy the labels for Patreon shipping.
What are you shipping that's
like,
costing?
What are you doing? It's like, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, super random. Did you know that they've re-released the Rogue One in IMAX?
Yeah, I looked to try to go to it, but like none of the theaters in my area were showing it.
What? I want to go.
I know.
If you were here, James, I'd take you. We'd go.
I know.
Had to move to Utah. Like someone that wants a job.
I tried to play the Chicago card. She didn't take it.
Did I play my pot of green? No, you don't. Is it this weekend only? Is it really this weekend only?
Yeah, I think it's pretty limited viewing.
Let's see. I don't know. This must be an error. Like one of the theaters near me has it all the way till September 5th. It's like 2 weekends. It's a top 4 Star Wars movie. I mean, it's pretty high up there.
It's like yeah. So good. Holds up to the test of time, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Can I give you a slightly controversial? Can I give you a hot take?
Hot take.
Hot take. Okay. You know why I think Rogue One is so good?
There's no Skywalkers in it.
Yep. So while the story had a big impact in the world overall, it's kind of an unnecessary story, right? Because it didn't exist before, and it didn't change anything. So it had zero. It had zero, like. Even though it technically had consequences, there was no consequences for the movie, right? Like it wouldn't have changed unless.
Literally everyone died. So.
Yeah, everybody dead. We're done. And it's like, I think it was great. It was great. It was emotional. I cried. It was great. It was good. Good Star Wars, but low risk project. Then you get over here to the sequel trilogy, and that's high risk. We all know how that split Star Wars in half.
Right. I'm surprised he doesn't do his Obi action here, his Obi ability.
People forget it, man.
Yeah.
That's... Solo to win? Yes. Oh my God, yes. I really like Solo. So it looks like the... What can you kind of describe to us what's happening here, James? Just so that people...
Yeah, he said... I think he meant to take the ability and then just did the boosts, and the players are just like, oh yeah, it was like, it's an obvious ability. That's what you wanted to do. So he let him have it. Graciously.
Mm-hmm. It was all in the intent, right?
What was that?
I said it was intended. It was intended.
Yeah. He was like, I definitely wanted to do it. Just forgot the exact order of it. So, but he knows now.
All right, here we go.
Ooh.
Anakin. He's got a couple of choices.
Caught range 1 of Leighton, but he has that focus of 8. So like the max room you'll put in is like maybe 2. Yeah, but like look how juicy that Lots Razi is over there with no tokens.
Tasty, tasty. He's going for the range 1. And you got the lat there for the rerolls. Fire convergence.
Yeah.
Fire convert. I said fire convergence.
Fire convergence.
There it is. All right. Yeah, there it is. 3 hits and a crit.
takes so. Ooh, uses elusive to reroll the blank there.
Oh, spicy. So got evade, focus, blank, and able to get 2 evades. Spends a token for 3 evades and only takes a single shield. Not bad.
Well, that's frustrating. Like, did all that work for 1 damage.
You work hard for the damage. You work hard for the damage. And Lighten says no.
Using the ion cannon here.
Range 1. 4 dice.
Okay.
Hit, crit, crit. Remember, those crits just count as hits. And that'll be a damage and an ion. So we have ionization there.
Elusive there.
If he's, I would guess it's one of those situations where it's like if you're prioritizing, if you would have done a 1 bank anyway, wasting the elusive on that, maybe not worth it. If it's not one, like a single evade away from avoiding everything.
All right, 7th Fleet Gunner here.
Is this 7th Fleet Gunner into Leighton again?
I think this is into Manaroo.
3 hits. Well, if it is, it's 1 damage to whichever ship it is. That was Manaroo.
Oh, that was Manaroo. Notorious comes out.
All right, Leighton gonna try to start putting some pain into Hound. Spends a focus. No, not calculates. You have someone.
Yeah, he wants to keep the focus for defense from Hound.
I mean, makes I don't. Reroll from Corky Kreese. Sorry, from C3PO. Got it. Hound is such an important piece. I think I would rather go big into Hound.
Oh no, the crate comes off.
Oh, because the crit got through. You're right. Pop, pop.
And that's just going to put that as far away as possible.
Uh-huh. And that's going to end up being a critical damage, too. Let's see, because Leighton had already lost a shield, right?
Yeah, Leighton's shield down. Okay. Here we see a Gar Saxon trigger.
So while you perform the target lock action, is it the bottom part?
No, it's the second bit, yeah.
While you perform a primary attack, the defenders in your front or back arc, you can remove 1 orange or red token from the defender to roll an additional attack die. Hit crit. So synergizing that with... Oh, it was Hound that took the crit. That's why I was confused, James.
Yeah.
I was...
Oh, okay.
I had it backwards in my brain hole. Sorry about that. Range 1 from Gamet Key into Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hit crit. No tokens there. Let's see if Obi-Wan can avoid the damage. And yes, spends a focus.
Ooh, spends the focus. Lot still has to shoot. Could shoot into Obi.
At least it's Lots and not, it's not Bosk,
yeah, Bosk.
And he's going immediately. Oh, I'm going over there. That looks tasty.
Nom 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 nom.
Single force and a blank out. And didn't have a green token, right? So no Lando.
Yeah, has the child, but no green tokens.
speaking of the child, I'm excited for now because my 6-year-old was born before The Mandalorian, but now I'm excited for. I would like to see the baby memes. I'm in. I'm so in. 2 hits.
Takes 2 on
those are going in.
Manaru.
Shields
Oof.
down on Manaru.
Okay, looks like scenario points are going to go to 4-3 after Hound had to drop that crate.
So that advantage right now going Jorge's way. 4-3. I feel like Jorge's list is built well to play salvage. Like, you don't need any of your repositions. They're more like nice to haves.
Yeah. I think I 100% agree with you. Like, there are just some scenarios that work really well with some lists.
Now, Jorge does have, as well, is really good flexibility. He's got all initiative 3s in his list. So he can, look at Lots and Manaru there in that corner. He's going to have to make some decisions, especially with Manaru pointed at a rock and a rock on her right side. So can either move Manaru first or...
Manaru still has a pretty great sloop there, though. Or just like a 1 bank to chase down Obi.
True that, true that. Maybe that 3 bank. What about that 3 bank to the left? Whoosh.
Yeah, could be pretty good too. Yeah, either 3 bank or the 3 sloop.
Especially if Obi-Wan does like a cheeky 1 hard, which I don't know. I have a feeling.
Well, keep in mind, Gamut is ionized, so
can ionize towards Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Towards Obi-Wan, then you 3 bank that way. We'll see. We'll see. So, James, I need a list to bring to my next X-Wing day. You got any suggestions for me?
3 Reapers and Rexler.
3 Reapers and Rexler. That fits?
Yeah, all the uniques and Rexler.
I have to find my Reapers.
Here, I will send you the list.
Hit me with it. Yeah, I had an open house last week and a curriculum night this week, but the week after that, I get to go play X-Wing.
It's a Vizier with Palpatine, Fair Off with Seventh Sister, Boromeo with Ruthless, Slicers and Vader crew, and then Rexler with Juke, Fire Control, and Diamond Boron.
That seems neat.
Yeah. Lots of coordinate options. Got Vizier, excellent coordinator. Has that force from Palpatine to help out Rexler or one of his Reaper friends, and then Fair Off and Vermeil are out there just jamming away.
Jamming away now. Oh, Obi-Wan going to go ahead and take that system phase boost.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
I thought he might barrel roll to block Gamut and maybe Manaroo.
Yeah, I was going. I actually didn't think about the one to the left. I was thinking about barrels to the right, but
Yeah. Yeah, I love blocking, system phase blocking, and then moving after them. Like the system phase block and then Talon behind them, and then like barrel in behind them to get the bullseye. Ugh. It's so good.
All right, here's the ionization. He's gonna go. Oh my gosh, my words today. Which way is he going to go? He's going to go to the right. Which does cover that area for the 3 bank if he was going there. Not sure that's going to fit anymore. Here's Leighton.
Yeah, Leighton. Oh,
2 turn.
That's mine.
Yoink.
Yeah. Oh, I did that earlier. Thanks. Yep.
Oh, I dropped this. Thank you so much.
Oh, he did try to do the sloop.
And is punished for it. Oh, I think the worst part about that is the fact that you are stressed. You do have contraband, but I don't think you really want to use contraband to get you out of like this type of situation. You know what I mean? Like I like to use contraband in a more aggressive manner where you're going for a shot where you normally wouldn't have been able to, rather than a get out of jail free card. Double checking the Merciless Pursuit tokens. And there's Obi-Wan. 3 turn. On the hunt. On that YV666. And we are back to dials. We're going to go ahead and score up points. Oh, why did I say we're back to dials? I got confused because I saw Jorge flip his dials, and I got confused. I was like, we're back. Wait, no, we're not. Here's Anakin sliding on in. I mean, I don't think you want to stay there, right? You're going to have to do a little...
I mean, there's literally no way to get out of Let's Rock. Although, like, if you just ignore lots and just go into
Manaroo,
at least you can maybe get an obstruction.
Barrel roll to the right. And would you boost with a normal action? You go as far back as possible and then boost forward?
Yeah, that's what I would have done, just to ensure the obstruction, but it looks like it's obstructed anyway.
All right. And here we go. It is range 1 in the bullseye there for Anakin. 4 dice. And the attack reaps you, hit crit. Focus blank. Full trail mix, full set. And there's a fire convergence reroll for hit, crit, crit. And we're spending a force, it looks like, for 4 hits. 2 hits, 2 crits. 1 evade was rolled. And that's going to be 3 cards, and including a direct hit, bringing Manaroo down to 2 whole.
Yep.
Did Manaroo roll for the bump on Gamut Key?
I mean, he took the damage for it. I assume he did. He may not have rolled it in the box.
Okay. If he's oh yeah, he did pull that damage. Well, it looks like he got it. Just didn't go in the box. We're gonna keep it rolling.
And Manaru goes down after the 7th Fleet gunner souped up Contrail.
Contrail go pop pop. So with that, score swings towards Jason 4-8. Obi-Wan, right where he wants to be, chasing the big lizard ship. 2 hits. Two red dice coming in.
He's going with the ion cannon.
Oh, red. Okay, there you go.
Okay. More chance to do a hit.
A more sophisticated weapon. 3 hits. And that's a hit and an ion. Start stacking them up. We'll take 3 turns. And
yeah, he's going after that baby, that child.
I would like to see the baby.
Let me see the baby. All right, we see Gamuts. Range 2 into Anakin. Okay.
Double
like
focus. 2. Spend it. And Anakin, spend the focus. Oh, almost a full string. But that's going to be 2 hits and a crit.
Hold on.
Oh, Lando reroll. Spend the child for 4 looking at Anakin. And Anakin is going to spend the force on that focus, run it out the box, and still takes a critical damage. It's going to be on the shield, luckily. That could have been really, really bad.
Yeah.
Luckily, it worked out. Well, luckily for Anakin specifically.
All right, 7-9. These crates really keeping Jorge in the game.
Ooh, Smallenberg brings up an interesting point. He says, Ion for 3 turns is 3 more points for the crate. So, talking about the fact that Lats has a crate, and if Obi-Wan is focusing on firing those ion cannons, they don't deliver critical damage. So it never pops crates off if that's what Obi-Wan is doing. So that's essentially 3 guaranteed points in a row if that's what Jason wants to do. So that's an interesting thought. I hadn't thought of that angle.
Yeah, that is an interesting one.
So if you're Anakin right now, are you you tossing in that K turn? 5K right now?
Yeah, 5K looks good. I mean, the sloop also looks pretty good. I don't know how fast Gamut's going. Where you would be dealt.
Hawk break time. My man Phil says, I expect it to be normal attacks if bullseye. I would expect that as well. And we'll see. We'll see how Jorge reacts to the fact that Lats is getting attacked from behind. Oh, we need to -1 shield off of Lats when you have a second, good sir.
Oh, yep. Sorry, it's just so negligible.
Meh. What's 1 shield? said the sad pilot before they took all the crits. I'll say the first player roles in this game have been more with both players actually getting to be first player than any of our other games so far.
Yeah, I don't think it's mattered at all. Though, because they don't have any matching initiatives.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jorge will be the first player again. And here we go. Looks like we are going to go ahead and recharge 7 Fleet Gunner. That HAR-2 just going to continue being a utility piece. Another reminder that we'll be live next weekend from the Nova Open. Starting on Friday.
Oh no, Gamus gotta go for that objective.
Oh, really?
Ugh.
Oh, we did it.
Oh my goodness, there's so many objectives on that side of the board.
I mean, I think those objectives is going to be that is what might end up hurting Jason the most, because he has the offensive advantage right now. Like he is ahead.
Oh yeah, especially positioning as well. Like most of these ships are facing the wrong way. Lots in particular. Uh-oh, we see that R4 P17 droid pop up here.
Boop. And what does that do, James?
There you go. It's after you fully execute a red maneuver, you may spend a charge to perform action even while stressed. So, an awesome ability to be able to get some extra actions after you do a red maneuver.
Gonna choose the lock.
Which is really great on. Yeah, it's gonna be a lock on this in this case. It's really good on these V-wings because they actually have a good amount of red maneuvers.
Yep, and that lock sets up the Besh, as I think the point of that one there.
Yeah, Besh is great. Yeah. Obi comes in for a big shot here.
There you go. That's bullseye. Lined up. 5K from Anakin. Is it range 1?
Well, it's bullseye.
Let's see it. Oh, it's bullseye. It doesn't matter. All right. Fine. I was so excited. I called the move right. Got the ability wrong. Both range 1 and in the that super ability, which is not a thing.
What?
But it feels good. That's correct.
Yeah, just swap out his force for a focus. Oh, here we go. Here's the patience on Anakin. And then
is Hound in range?
Going to grab it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nom 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 nom.
Good dog. And going range 1, roundhouse kick into Gameki. And that's going to be a full string if he spends the force or a focus. I mean, do you have any shots coming in?
Yeah, just spend the focus.
Just spend the focus, yeah. 3 hits and a crit. And he rolled focus evade.
Elusive.
And focus evade again. That's going to be Hit, crit, and the crate pops off. And what's in the box, James?
Structural damage. Ooh, Concho is just gonna finish that off.
Yep. Like, ooh, a piece of candy. Pops off that crate. That's huge. Absolutely massive. Now remember, Contrail has that target lock, so we'll have the Besh set up when we get to Initiative 5. And that is now, I believe.
Why? You want it?
Must be 2-on-1.
From your nap. From your nap.
And there it is. Besh for 2 hits. And that's too many dice rolled, but
It literally doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. Correct. Sad. Sad little birdie. All right, here comes
See
Obi-Wan.
the primary. Ooh, and here you see the 7th fleet to bump it up to 4.
Nice. Spicy. And we could also see that fire convergence.
Has the lock. So
Oh, you're right. You're right. But I mean, is fire convergence all the way up? Does it have 2 charges on it?
it only has 1.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
Yeah,
you spend the lock.
You just lock.
There it is. Spend the focus. 4 hits. No crits on that one. Does end up with 1 evade. Takes 3 damage. Spent the other child force in order to avoid taking off 4. Shields are now down on Latsrazi. And that was that first blood into Lots? No, she had lost a shield already, right? So she'd have a damage card?
Oh, reinforced.
Oh, spicy. I missed the reinforce. Yeah, it turns out reinforce was just the sneaky hull upgrade the whole time, huh?
Oh yeah.
You guys can't see you. They're messing with me in the chat. Wow. Getting bullied by players while they're playing. That's the best. All right. So looking at the positioning right now, a score of 7-12. Jason has taken an aggressive lead. He's gonna be able to probably get shots with both Obi-Wan and Lats. Sorry, Obi-Wan and Anakin onto Lats next turn.
With the lat?
No, with Obi-Wan and Anakin. And
on the lat or on lots?
On Lots. Lats. Razi. The alien with the deadly boa.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it works. It's scary.
I don't understand it, but no thank you.
No, thank you. I'm okay. I don't want any.
So we're going into round 6. Going into round 6 here. You know what would be super cool? It's another pipe dream, James. If somehow we could figure out how to link the tabletop simulator turn counter to like the overlay. I know that you could just literally use the picture, but that doesn't solve the issue. But it'd be cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's another thing that that Will and I have just been like. We'll just use another reason we've been just using the little box.
Yeah.
Because like it counts the turns on there as well. So I'm just out of practice.
Yep. It's about consistent presentation. All right. And there we go. We had Hound make that turn. Quinn Jast getting turned around as well. Trying to be a part of the fight here. Takes a focus. Leighton banking to the left. And Smallenberg asking the hard questions here. What does Latz do? Turn left doesn't seem great, but what else does she have? She doesn't really have anything. You're just trying to hold on to that token.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically you could like too hard, but that's not great either.
Sevwall Nefatis gifting 5 subs there, getting us to 66. Thank you so much. You're awesome. And a bump. And it looks like Obi-Wan's going to go ahead and use a force. And that's to use Obi-Wan's ability, right?
Yep, use Obi-Wan's ability. He has 2 enemies at range 1, or range 0 to 1, and only 1 friendly. So he gets the force for focus.
And here we go. This will be 3-on-1. Reinforce is active. 7 Fleet Gunner. For a 4th dice. Whoa! Kellyanna comes out of nowhere. 17. How you doing, my friend? 17 subs gifted in the chat.
That's the magic number.
That's right, 17. 4 hits. 2 damage going into less.
Reinforce child ridiculousness.
It's so good. And here we go. Here's Obi-Wan in the bullseye. So Latz now down to 7 hull. Good evening / day / wherever it is. How's it going, my friend?
Oh my goodness.
And that's just going to end up being 1 hull, right? Turns out reinforce plus the reinforce and rolling evades, really good.
Really good. Yeah.
Because that's the thing is you're spending a lot of time versus lats, spending a lot of time versus lats, and you don't have you don't have the advantage when it comes to these boxes. So every turn that you're not taking her off the board, you're actually slowly moving towards losing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Jorge has realized this. Like if I just distract him long enough, I'll win.
Like, oh no, my lats. This is fine. And we just spent the force, got one back, 1 damage. All right, it's going into Anakin. And that Ranger attack not doing anything.
Oh.
Regenerating force. And we're at a score now of 14-13.
Yeah, he really needs to kick it into gear and get some of these crates off.
So best case scenario, what's the most amount of damage you can do on a reinforced lats with Obi-Wan and
best case scenario?
Da.
The most you could do is, if he doesn't roll the evade, is 3.
It's not great.
Yeah, so which he has 6 left. So I mean, if you just do that twice.
With those force being that force constantly regenning every time you take 1 damage. It's a dirty. And the M3As are full, right? They haven't been touched. I guess Leighton took a shield. It does cause some target priority issues. Those 3 agility ships. Lats is deceptively tanky.
Oh yeah. And I mean, these 3 these M3As can go down with not a lot of work, but they can also survive forever because they have 3 agility.
That's right. The tyranny. Never forget the tyranny of 3 agility. Now we move on to the next round. M3A is kind of flopping there. So let's take a look here real quick. I'm curious, what lists are at the top right now of our event today, James?
It's a bunch of Empire. You got Vader, Morna, Jingo
Wow.
Jingo.
I see.
We have Vizier, Sabak, Vagabond Countdown, and Goran. Vader, 5 ties. We do have an interesting list that I would like to see, hopefully, is Alan Clark with a Rick, Contrail, Broadside, Stub, and Hawk.
Okay.
another Empire list.
Did you see? Wait, hold on. Did you see Daniel Leon's list? Callus, Aaron Kraken, Luke Skywalker, Fenrir Sheathbead. That's hilarious.
Oh, I did not see that one. That does look like an interesting one.
But yeah, there is a ton of Empire at the top. Let's see. Paul Nixie and Eric Gasol have some resistance. They're currently sitting at actually Paul Nixie is the only 3-0 resistance that we're going into this round. We'll see where he stays. We'll see though. It seems like the Empire might be reigning. You know what? It's thematic though, James. It is a dark side, version of the tournament.
Yeah, I suppose you're not wrong.
It's on theme. All the pilot cards end up being Empire and First Order.
It is the year of the TIE Fighter. So that includes FO.
All right, so we're gonna get a system phase reposition here. Sensitive controls. No, not sensitive controls. Intuitive controls.
Intuitive, yeah.
Okay. Hound just doing Hound things.
You're gonna pick up that crate? Okay, I was like, oh, he really needs to pick up that crate.
Yes, he does. Though that does leave him without the support of Hound this turn because his arcs are painting face forward.
That's true.
And he took the turn to 7 Fleet Gunner and now has a one of these M3As right in front of him with no shot. 2 M3As in front of him with no shot. And Lats is splitting up. I like this. I like this move going towards the bottom of the board. I think Jorge just bought himself a turn.
I am surprised that Control did not 2K there.
Does end up taking a target lock. Oh, we're switching. We're flipping the script. And looks like we're trying to line up the bullseye onto Quinn Jast. Anakin Skywalker going for the sloop here as well. And it looks like Quinn Jast is the target, range 3. Trying to pop some crates. Does mean that fire convergence is available. Gonna need it. You don't have any shots on you. You dump the force. You go for that fire convergence right here. You got a crit there. You need to push that through. Spend the force. What? No. Spend the force.
He is. He said he's
Oh, okay. Elusive. And the one crit does end up getting through. That's a shield, but will be popping off the crate. slowing the bleeding, and making it an even 2-2, which will mean that Jason will still be ahead at the end of this turn. The score right now is 13-14. Do you switch targets here? Do you switch targets to Leighton to try to pop off the crate?
No, he's still going to.
All right, so he's gonna keep going into Quinn. Doesn't have any tokens on Quinn Jast.
Hold on.
Just dump the force right there. Just dump it. Pop, pop. He's debating. He's debating. Bullseye is not obstructed. Do it, man. Do it. Spend it. You got to stay aggressive. What? What's happening?
All right. We did not check the bullseye arc because it was unobstructed bullseye, obstructed primary, and he was trying to do obstructed bullseye to get the trick.
Got it. Okay.
So he rolled too many.
Got it. 3 hits. Spends 2, down to 1. And our
Oh yeah, I think we're tied now.
no. Jason's ahead by 1.
Thought I put him up by 2. Because scenario points, he has 7 scenario points. He's only killed Manaru, which would be 5. I was on this turn, so we get 1, 2, 1. I guess you're wrong. I must have missed a number somewhere.
All right. Well, with that, that's probably going to end up being game because the time is elapsing in 20 seconds. So I will prepare the note to the people at Oricon. Time in the round. Time. All right. And with that, Jason Hall wins 16-15. Congratulations. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.